casserole, baby. What's up, food geeks? Chef Nikki here, back with another episode of Nikki Talks Food. So today we're gonna make two of my favorite all-time brunch recipes. The first thing is gonna be a French toast casserole, the shortbread oatmeal crust, and then finished off with a salted caramel banana sauce. The second dish is an egg soufflé with charred up peppers and onions. Both these dishes we're gonna make so that we make the night before and then we bake it off in the morning so there's no sweat for us. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm making a monster casserole in a 5-quart dish. However, most dishes are 3-quart dish, so you're just gonna wanna cut this recipe in half. I'm using 8 whole eggs here. Then I have 2 cups of milk and 1 cup of heavy cream. Then I have 1 cup of sugar, teaspoon of cinnamon, pinch of salt, teaspoon of butter extract, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we're just gonna blend it up with this awesome immersion blender. Ooh. Turbo speed. So I'm using this potato bread. You can use challah bread, you can use brioche, you can use whatever bread you like. I try and use an enriched bread that has a lot of sugar in it and eggs and stuff. My grocery store was just totally out of all the good stuff, so I'm using this bread. Finish it off by adding the rest of the custard. And this bread is gonna suck this all up overnight. Right, we ain't done yet. So we're gonna add a shortbread crust on top, fortified by a little bit of oatmeal. We're using a whole stick of softened butter, half a cup of sugar, 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 cup of flour. And all we're gonna do is take this butter and we're just gonna kind of knead it into the flour and the sugar and all that. And make a quick crumb crust for the top of this casserole, which is gonna give us some crunch and a little bit of uniqueness. Now we're just gonna spread this all over the top. Oh my God. And that's it. All we're gonna do is cover this with some plastic wrap, stick it in the fridge overnight. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about an hour. You know it's done when the center of the casserole temps out at about 185 degrees. Okay, so today is the day of our brunch, so I'm gonna make my salted banana caramel sauce for my French toast right now. So I have 2 sticks of butter melting in this pan, and I'm gonna add 16 ounces of brown sugar straight to that. I'm gonna melt it all together. And this is a 4-ingredient sauce. Well, 5 if you count the bananas. But you can easily change the flavor if you wanted to add rum or if you wanted to add a different fruit. It's super easy. The main components are the butter and the brown sugar and the cream, and that's it. Everything else you can change. And away we go. 8 ounces of cream, heavy cream. Now we add a big pinch of salt. I use Himalayan pink salt. And we add our bananas. And that's it. That's the topping for our... What? This French toast has so many names. It is French toast casserole with an oatmeal shortbread crust and banana salted caramel sauce. Next up, we're gonna make an egg casserole that you can whip up the night before and then pop into the oven the day of your brunch. So we have a green pepper, a red pepper, and some green onion. And I'm gonna show you the correct way to dice up a pepper. Okay, so top and bottom off. And we're just cutting a little bit off because you can see the stem came off with it, and that's perfect. So then we're just gonna take the core, we're just gonna pull it out. And then from here, we're going to cut it in half. And now I can cut the ribs out, which is the bitter part. While we're letting our peppers and onions cool, we're gonna put together the filling for this egg casserole. So we have a dozen eggs. 2 teaspoons of salt. Teaspoon of black pepper. Blend, baby, blend. 8 ounces of cheese. Cheesy deliciousness. Now we're gonna add our chilled peppers and onions. And 6 slices of bread, all torn up inside. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me, she loves me not. Spread the inside of a 3-quart casserole dish. Sprinkle some more cheese on top. Cover this puppy with plastic wrap. This too will go into the fridge and rest overnight. We're gonna pull it out an hour before we put it in the oven. It takes about an hour to bake. And this too should have an internal temperature of between 165 and 185 degrees. Into the fridge she goes. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like my show, please hit a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that little bell. I want to know what you want to learn next. Let's talk about food.